All right, Dad. So I've been really impressed with Mac Jones at practice. He's completing. I mean, I'm charting his numbers. Brock's completing 69% of his passes, which is great. Mac's completing 78% of his passes, and he's thrown one pick in 6 days. He's playing with backups. I'm not saying he's better than Brock because I don't think he's better than Brock, but I do think he's better than Jimmy. So, do you want to know why?
I do.
Okay. The reason Brock is better than Mac is because Brock is really mobile, and he's so quick. Every time I watch him, it's surprising just how fast he is. His first 3 or 4 steps, he really can get away from whoever he needs to get away from, and Mac can't do that. It's a very special ability that Brock Purdy adds. But when it comes to just throwing a football, Mac's at least as good as Brock. At least as good as Brock. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, well, I'll ask you. One of the things Brock is so impressive is the short to medium pass over the middle. Can Mac do that?
Yes. Absolutely.
Pretty well. Absolutely.
Very well. He has the touch. It's a catchable pass. He doesn't fire it in there. It's very accurate. He's looking to take the intermediate and short stuff. He's not trying to force it down the field. And yes, he can absolutely do that stuff.
Does he throw with anticipation?
Yes.
Does he seem to read the defense?
Yes. The ball comes out of his hands very quickly, as opposed to Sam Darnold, his first year with the Niners. It took him a while to figure that stuff out.
Can he throw a screen pass?
Yes. Yes. Yes, he can.
Can he throw down the sideline medium to deep?
Yes, he can. He has a stronger arm than Brock Purdy.
He does.
He does. Now, he doesn't have a Tom Brady arm, but he can throw outside the numbers and he can throw deep. That's what really separates him from Jimmy, in my opinion. I think he has this nice deep ball that has arc and trajectory that Jimmy never had. And it also seems like this is what I'm most impressed with Mac. He's been on the team for a few months. He learned the offense in OTAs in mini. I saw what it looked like. He was hesitant, as anyone would be their first time through. Now it's his second time through. He gets the ball, he takes his drop, hits the back foot, throws the ball. And it looks boring, but it looks like he's been in the offense for 10 years.
I see what you mean.
The ball comes out on time. He finds a guy who's open. It's easy and boring. Another completion. All day. It's kind of what you want.
And you're saying what separates Purdy from him is maneuverability and quickness?
Yeah, which I think is important, especially behind this offensive line. But you don't have to move to be a really good quarterback. Peyton Manning didn't move. Tom Brady didn't move.
Is Mac taller than Purdy?
Yeah, that's another thing that he has going for him. Purdy's 6'1", Mac 6'3".
Yeah.
Now he's just marginally quicker than Jimmy. He labors a little bit around the field, but he has better pocket presence than Darnold. Darnold's a good athlete and he can run, but I always feel like he's lost in the pocket and moves into pressure, whereas Mac can slide around better.
I see. Maybe a better athlete than Sam.
I don't know if I put it that way. I think Darnold probably is better at golf and basketball, but Mac has that quarterback footwork. Mac's probably better at tennis.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Have you met him?
Not one-on-one. He's talked to the media one time, and he was very thoughtful and not subdued, but kind of quiet.
Okay, but yeah. he seemed to be there some depth there.
Absolutely. And what's interesting about him, he won a national title at Alabama, playing with a really good team. He completed like 77% of his passes that year. Then he went to the Patriots, a team that had just missed the playoffs with Tom Brady. He made the playoffs the next year in his rookie year. And then that organization fell apart and he's been on bad teams since. So now he's finally on a good team with a good system. And it seems like he's a really good fit for it.
It's interesting, Iggy. I don't know him. I've never met him. I never will meet him. But he's someone who has suffered.
Yes, absolutely.
And there's something to be said for suffering in life.
Yep.
It makes people very determined. The people who can get over it. Some people never do. It seems like he's gotten over it. It makes you very focused. My battery is low. Hold on. It makes people very focused, Iggy, and it makes people perform better.
Yep. That's an interesting concept you just bring up, because the Niners' last 3 quarterbacks have been instant successes. Brock, Jimmy.
Iggy, I'm not hearing you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Did you lose me? You can't hear me? Uh-oh. Chat, can you hear me? Is it just my dad? Uh-oh. I think you unplugged your They can hear me.
Iggy.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Iggy, I'm going to sign off and sign on again, okay?
Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
I think what happened was his computer wasn't plugged in, and then he plugged in his computer and somehow that messed up his AirPods. I don't know how to explain it to him. I could call him in a minute. That was rough. I hate when that, because this was a good show, man. This show was, his Bluetooth dropped. It's tough to explain Bluetooth to a 79-year-old, although he's pretty good with Bluetooth. Here's the thing. He's going to pop back in. Do you think it'll work just because he left and came back in? I think that might not fix the issue. I'll call him if I have to. Well, I'll put you guys on speakerphone. You guys can explain it to him. Can you guys tell that I'm like becoming a Mac Jones fan? I also like Brock Purdy. I'm not saying I like Mac Jones more than Brock Purdy. Like, it's more fun watching Brock Purdy play football than Mac Jones, because Mac Jones is like just a cerebral pocket quarterback, and it's really fun watching a guy who can run around and make plays. But there's something to be said for a Mac Jones type too. All right, let's see if this works. What do you think? Yes.
Can you get me? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, I apologize.
All right.
I'm an idiot, but I'm back now for what it's worth.
That's all right. It happened. Let's take a super chat. King Drizzy says our linebackers aren't being talked about enough, in my opinion. Well, it's hard. They'll be talked about as soon as a preseason game happens and they start making tackles. It's hard to know what they're going to do before then.
Okay, hold on. Because Iggy and I were talking about this the other day, and he said some positions are harder to judge than others during training camp. And you mentioned running back and linebackers, right?
Running back and linebackers. Because to me, a running back is like, did you break the tackle or not?
Right.
Did you make the guy miss or not? And in camp, they tag you. So it's hard to say, oh, he would have gotten tackled there. Maybe. He would have made the tackle. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So the point is, it's in a way hard to talk about running backs and linebackers until there's actually a real game.
Easier to talk about quarterbacks. Easier to talk about wide receivers and corners.
Yeah.
Easier to talk about offensive linemen and defensive linemen. Dangerous Dave 23 says, love you too. Crazy how long I've known of Lowell.
Thanks, Dangerous.
Gary Simonson 1135 says the DT situation is bleak. We have some very promising rookies, but rookie DTs rarely do very well. This could be a huge problem. Do you feel okay about Givens and Elliott if Collins and West aren't ready? Those guys are ideally backups that haven't, I don't know. Elliott has no sacks in the last 2 years. They're okay. They need the rookies, though. They need the rookies. All right, Dad.